Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy Sam Fillers from South African Forex Serious Lifestyle, featuring the Forex icons, as you can see here. Today we're gonna be talking about Forex icons journey. So, man, how about you tell us about yourself, how you grew up and so forth?
Man, how I grew up, I don't want to make people cry, man. I don't want to make people cry, but then, as you know it, a lot of people who make it in life, they've been poor, like a lot more poor. I grew up in a tin house for a very long time until I was at UP when I dropped out of school doing my first year there. It was not because of Forex, the reason I dropped out. But I dropped out because of the hustle for money, né?
Okay.
So that's where basically the Forex thing started. But then I knew that it would take time. So if I was hustling and doing other stuff, and then through those other stuff I would be making money, that I would keep on blowing on IQ options.
I've been there too. I've been there.
Yeah, those binary options, which gives you hope, buy and sell, sort of gambling. But then for some time, when we see people who are making it out there, they kept us moving, like really moving. So I dropped out from there. I was pushing other businesses like marketing and also trading Forex. But then it was not that good, because you know, when you're learning, you keep on learning and keep on learning. So it got to a point where I was like, oh shoot, let me make it all about a hustle. So I started pushing Forex hard.
So basically, you've been hustling from day one.
Yeah,
Since you got to varsity, you've been hustling.
Yeah, imagine when you get to varsity with all your distinctions, and then they give you bursaries. Okay, what happens, man, is that when you get to varsity, for example, I was at UP, né?
Okay.
At UP, I was staying in the races, not like outside, like places like Wasani side. I was attending at Hartfield. So what happens there is that you're schooling with white people. You find that they have got cars, they've got a lifestyle that they're keeping, they've got money, they've got chicks, and you're just a boy from Kasi in the middle of nowhere in the villages. So you got no recognition, you got no cash, you got no cars, which simply means it's all about you and the books and your future. But then when you go home, that's where reality kicks in. That you're at school, you're gonna be there for the next 4 years, and you might graduate, you might not, and if you do, you might get unemployed, which means it's not guaranteed, right? So imagine I go home, I have a bazaar at school, I eat at cafeteria every day, but when I go home, I'm going to a tin house which doesn't even have cement on the floor.
Ash.
Yeah, that's when I was like, nah, this is not gonna work for me.
So you had to hustle while studying.
Yeah, I started hustling while studying. By the time I dropped out, I knew that I could pay my own rent, I could buy my own food, which means there was no going home. You know, if you dropped out, you cannot go home. You'll be a loser at home.
So basically, what inspired you the most was poverty.
Yes.
To hustle. Poverty inspired you to hustle.
It was the hunger, man.
Okay.
The hunger was the drive.
Okay, that's good, bro. That's good.
Yeah.
So when you got into Forex, who introduced you to Forex and so forth?
Oh, basically, if, man, you're looking for money at varsity, the first thing that you should have done long ago, or everyone should do, is Google how to make money while studying and do not quit school. You will find Forex among those things, and creating YouTube channels among those things. But then it's hard to do all other stuff. And then as for Forex, it's just there for everyone. It's like, it's just available. You know, all these platforms which are scammy, some of them are not good. You never know, you'll figure it out as time goes. But then they're just there waiting to chow your money.
Yeah, basically with hustling, you're on your own.
Yes.
Or popa or a grappa, you're on your own, guys.
Yeah. You see.
Okay, so who motivated you to continue trading? I know you blew some couple of accounts, 10, 20 or somewhere around there. But who motivated you so that you never quit trading?
Have you seen those YouTube ads of Forex traders from America?
I do that a lot, but I see them a lot.
You see them a lot, right?
Yeah.
They're driving Lamborghinis, so why wouldn't I one day? And if I don't make it to a Lamborghini, at least I will build my mom a house, you see? So that kept me moving. Hori. Even if I get 0.0000% of what they are making, it will be something good, you see. Because you will see them sitting with stacks of cash and all those stuff, and you will just be like, "Esh, only if I could grab one stack." You see, not all, just one.
Just one.
Exactly. So I knew that I wouldn't know too much, but then with the little that I will know, I will get a piece of the pie, even though matata, you know.
Stick to your home language or English.
Yeah, you see.
Okay, so then from there you started reading about Forex and watching the YouTube videos.
Buying Udemy courses, and then getting scammed by some of the mentors out there. I won't mention their names.
Yeah.
Paying for their systems, paying for their mentorships, and you know how life goes. There's a lot of them out there whom they look like they were legit, but then the only thing they were doing, they were just selling a lifestyle, you see.
Yeah, everyone is selling a lifestyle lately, and they're scamming a lot of people.
Yeah, you see. So we bought some of the courses. Some of people I'm still in their groups even now. You know, just for the satisfaction that I joined. You see, I paid. Yeah, but then I've been making nothing from their side, you see.
Okay. What was your initial deposit?
My initial deposit?
Yeah.
It was $10 on IQ option. It was $10. And you know what's funny about that?
Yeah.
Is that was the money that my granny sent. She sent me around 200 and something during that time. And she was like...
And you wanted to make more.
Yeah, you'll buy sweets. I was like, man, I'm a hustler. So I will make this 200, 1,000. So IQ option happened. You take the account to $15 and then life happens. Small, and you're out, you see. So that was my initial deposit.
From IQ options, right?
Yeah, from IQ options.
Have you ever withdrawn anything from it?
No, and now they're stuck with my $100 and something, and they're telling me to verify cards of 2017. Imagine. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you wanna make money, stay away from IQ option. I'll keep it that simple.
Yeah. I've been there too. Okay, then from IQ options to FX.
From IQ options, now I started learning about stocks. You know, penny stocks. There were some guys who were showing us Lamborghinis on YouTube that they're doing penny stocks, you know.
Yeah.
So those people, they also put a lot of motivation. Wow, you are trading penny stocks, but you're making millions. Imagine penny to a million. But then, from then, I started going to pairs because as for stocks, I realized that they will need a lot of like background checks, how the company is doing, and all that. That's why I just went straight to FX now.
Okay, bro. Now tell me about the feeling of your first withdrawal from FX.
The first withdrawal?
Yeah.
Sure, man. You know when you're making that money, ne? It feels good. But then when the notification gets in, man, yeah, that's where you feel like, damn, I'm a Forex trader now, you see.
Doesn't matter the amount you withdrawn or so forth.
No,
as long as you can feel or hear the notification.
Yeah, just that message where you see Ash around 3K from JP or 3K from FX Pro. You be like, damn, I was waking.
Usually around 1 a.m. so.
After a very long time, man. Maybe a year of blowing your account, as you know it, because you'll keep on blowing your account for a long time, like because of lack of discipline, and sometimes because of lack of information. You see, we get to a point where we feel like we're gambling in Forex.
Okay, talking of discipline, let's talk about the emotions in the FX industry. How do you cope with that? Losing, blowing the accounts and so forth.
Okay, I will put it like this to make things simple. Will you be busy after a bitch who doesn't like you, who doesn't have feelings for you, who doesn't give a damn about you? Will you be busy giving feelings to that?
No, I'll quit immediately.
You'll quit immediately? You wouldn't give feelings, right? The same applies to money. Money doesn't care about you, man.
Wow.
So stop attaching yourself to money, because the moment you start attaching yourself to money, you're not really gonna make money. You're not gonna do the necessary decisions, because you'll just be like, my 200 is going. Why it?
That's a lifetime example.
You see?
I hope you heard that, guys.
Yeah. Detach yourself from.
Okay, then what kind of a trader are you? Are you a swing trader?
I scalp, man.
You scalp?
I scalp. I do swing trade, but not all the time. Most of the time, I scalp. I scalp Forex, I scalp indices.
Scalp meaning like that's a high risk.
Yeah, that's a high risk, but then with high risk comes great rewards if you are managing the risk well.
Okay.
Yes.
Scalping. Okay. What do you want to say to someone who want to get started with Forex trading?
I would say, if you want to go after a mentor, look for someone who will fit your needs. And if you are going to learn, learning never stops. So you will never reach a point where you'll be like, I know everything. There's no such. You just have to go for the necessary material which will take you somewhere, and invest a lot on building discipline towards money.
Alright, then since you started Forex trading, when did you start becoming profitable? Because I know you can't just start trading today and tomorrow start making money. So
it could have been a year and a half, I think, of making money and losing it, making money and losing it, making money, withdraw it, and take it back and deposit and blow it. You see, that feeling of when you withdraw your 10K and be like, yeah, you see, next week I'm good in Forex, next week I'm going big. And going big, 99% of the time you go home.
Go big or go home.
Yeah, so it was at that point where it was starting to get somewhere around a year and a half.
Oh, that's where the consistency started.
That's where the consistency started, when I was not trying now to get to be a millionaire in one day. That's where things started happening. When I started appreciating that if I make 300 from the market, I'm earning more than ShopRite workers, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was at that point where I felt like, yeah, I'm making something.
Oh, a disclaimer, guys. He is not mocking ShopRite workers, right?
No, I'm not mocking
That's
them.
a disclaimer.
I'm just saying I use them as motivation.
Yeah.
For okay, if I am making more than they do per day, right? It's a good thing. Simply means I'm moving.
Since late last year and early this year, a lot of people started jumping into trading Nasdaq, NAS 100, left, right, and center. So, what's your take on that?
Nasdaq, wow, the money machine. Okay, Nasdaq have money and have the liquidity. Maybe a lot of people like me need to make a lot of money in no time. But then my take is that don't trade Nasdaq like you trade pairs. You will die young. You will die young. Go there with the money that you know, okay, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
And if things go wrong, I will manage to go to a such loss. Or if things go good, I will hold to such a good profit. And market is not anybody's friend, guys. If it's turning, you just see, well, yeah, this is turning.
And
you cannot
accept
make
the
a
loss.
million. Yes, you cannot make a million from one trade. You see, unless you had a good entry and a good capital.
I can see the cars and so forth, and that's the question I want to know. When did you become confident that you are ready to teach people how to trade?
When I teach other people and then they go and use what I teach them, but better than I do, better than I use them, and then they start making money and be like, oh wow, thank you, what you were teaching us works. You see, that was the point where I realized, oh shoot, I know too much in such a way that some of the stuff only people I teach, they apply them and they work for them. But then as for me, sometimes you find horror. Because of knowing too much, I get in my way. Yeah, you see. That was the time when I realized, if I can teach Sam and Sam goes and make profit, then simply means I made a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and it's gonna teach someone else and
Exactly.
change someone's life.
If I change one life, I changed 1,000, man.
Okay. I heard you be talking about the YouTube ads where you see millionaires driving Lamborghinis and so forth. So now let's talk about the South African Forex industry. Who's your daily motivation in the South African Forex industry?
No one.
I can say your own motivation. You motivate yourself. In fact, your background does that.
Thank you. My background does everything. Because here's the thing, man. A lot of people, let's say, among the people that I bought courses from, and then they turned out to have no information. Some of them, yes, it was gambling. Imagine when someone is busy telling you to put 2 different sides, and then the one will blow and one will make money. And then you paid, man, for that. Something that you could have thought of on your own, you see. So, according to me, I wouldn't really say I follow anyone, or I get inspired by a lot of people here, you see.
Okay, so yeah, I get you.
My background is my inspiration.
Okay, then the last words that you can say to someone who will be watching the video, or someone who wanna get started with Forex trading and they've been blowing accounts and they wanna give up. What can you say to them?
What I could say to you is that success doesn't really come overnight. It's just that the results, because people have not been paying attention all this long, the results, that's what people pay attention to. They forget about the process. We do have sleepless nights. We do have accounts which are blown. You find that sometimes I blew a 40k account because of some stupid moves that I did. Everybody.
Hold on, how many?
40k.
40k?
Yeah.
Wow.
What? It happens. It happens. And not by news.
Not by fundamentals.
Not by fundamentals.
Just by silly mistakes when analyzing.
Thank you.
Oh.
You see, so never give up. Blowing an account is part of the process.
Yeah.
You just have to know that today, if I blow my account, it's not only me, you see, and it's not the end of the world, which simply means stop sticking to that account which you've blown. Learn why did you blow it, how, and when you move forward, you know, okay, this mostly doesn't work, you see. And so you will keep on blowing accounts, but then you will blow less. From time to time you blow less. From time to time you blow less. And then after some time you find that you really blow, because you know how to not blow your account.
Okay.
So learn that. Learn how to not blow your account, and then you'll be fine.
Let's put it in simple ways. Don't touch your feelings.
Thank you.
Money
is not your friend.
Hey, don't.
Money is not your friend. Just make it, use it. It's there to be used. Yeah.
So how many are you in the Forex accounts?
In the Forex accounts, we are 4.
We are 4.
Yeah, we are 4.
Care to mention?
Oh, there's the speaker. There's the Blessed King, who's Masindi. Okay. And there's Peace, and there's me, Icon.
Okay. Peace. Yeah. Let's talk. Tell me about Forex life. You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, Forex life. Hey, it's just an interesting life. It's an interesting life where and exciting, actually, because most people, when they come to Forex, they just think that they're going to make $1 million overnight. And when they get to not make $1 million, when they realize that they blew their first $10 and then they deposit another $10 again and they blew it again, it comes to a point where they feel like Forex is a scam.
Yeah.
And then they just give up. When someone says Forex to them, they just give up. So when they see people getting successful with Forex, they start to hate. They start to feel like, no.
Now it's more like a competition.
Yeah, you see. It's more like a competition because they couldn't make it in Forex and other people are making it. But then the only reason that made people to not make it is just giving up too early. So what I've learned in the Forex journey so far is that you need to know your level, guys. Like, let's say if you're having a $10 account, a $100 account, $1,000 account, you need to know how much you should risk so that you can end up making money. Because you cannot come with a $10 account and just open a very, very big lot size. You're gonna blow that $10 today, and you'll blow it tomorrow, and you'll blow it 100 days. You're gonna end up losing $100. But if you came with a $100 account today, and then you open that very same loss, there is a higher possibility for you to make money than to end up blowing a $100 account if you were risking the same.
It is that thing. It goes back to that thing of stop depositing your 200 hoping to make 10,000. Stop.
Yeah,
Like,
that doesn't work.
that doesn't work in the long run. Like, one move in the market and then
Yeah.
you start crying, you get stopped out, and then you be like, Forex is a scam. Forex is not a scam. You were just trying to scam other people.
You're
You are
trying
the
your
scam.
lucks. You're scamming yourself.
Yeah, you're scamming yourself, you see.
We don't
So-
use luck in Forex industry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you see. And don't speculate.
yeah, that's the thing.
Don't speculate.
Okay, I can see.
Nobody knows where the market is gonna go.
Yeah, we are all predicting.
We're all predicting, which simply means we can be wrong. Don't be like, nah, the market has to go. No. It doesn't have to.
Even if your mentor give you a signal and be like, guys, buy Nasdaq, and Nasdaq sells,
Exactly.
don't go and blame the mentor. Don't.
It happens. It's just that over the experience that he got or she got, she knows that in many cases, take note of this, in many cases, if 1, 2, 3, 4 happened, the market sells. Or in 1, 2, 3 cases, the market buys. So it's not 100% of the cases,
Yeah.
you see. And you cannot make thousands or millions buying signals from people, guys. You find that you're buying signals for 500, right? I'm just giving you a tip of what is happening in people. From time to time, you find that someone is buying signals for 500 per month, but then they're hoping to take a 100 rand account to pay the 500 and also make a living out of it. That's totally wrong, guys. If you're buying signals for 500, you should know that, okay, I have a stable account that in that one trade or two trades that I'm gonna take, if one becomes a loss and one becomes a win, I covered my losses and I'm in profit. And on the next trade, you have circled the 500. You see?
Okay.
Imagine you're busy paying 500 for signals over
Every
time,
month.
and then you're busy trying to trade with a 200 rand account. You keep on funding every Friday. That's
That's a huge loss.
yeah.
You are blowing
So
and paying at the same time.
yes, so I have a plan that, okay, I'm going to get signals where, and I know they work like this, so that you know, or okay, in this case, you are not just pumping money to people out there. The market have more than 4 trillion, so I believe that all legitimate traders, they're not really trying to hustle your 500, guys. It's just that for you to commit and to be serious, it's just have been the law of the jungle. You have to pop out something, you see, and for somebody's time.
Yeah. I can see you are rolling in an A45. As you can see, guys.
Levels, man, levels.
I can see
Start
you rolling in
small.
an A45.
Start small, man.
Oh,
Start small.
that's small.
We start small. See, now I've
Starting small. Tell us about your cars and so forth.
actually I have 4 cars now, and I think it have been 6 months or a year. From September to September, yeah, in a year, I've got 4 cars.
You bought 4 cars in a year.
Yeah, in a year. The latest being this one, which
You
I
had
bought
it.
a few weeks back. You see,
Your
So-
first car is.
my first car was a Polo, and then after I bought a Polo, after I think a month or 2, I liked this other Tenacity. It was well spotted. Like, if I come with it here, I'm gonna be getting. So I went for it, and then later on, for other businesses, I got the Baki. And then after some time now, I was like, damn, man, I'm gonna live once. Why not spoil myself and live with other kids? I'm still young, because because I'm going to complete my 21 this year.
Complete your what?
My 21.
How old are you now?
I just started my 21, so I have to complete it this year.
Aye. Let's continue.
Serious, man. Yeah, you see. So, yeah, I've got those cars, and if it all goes well, next year she'll get a Lamborghini. Who knows? I'm just saying.
Forecast.
But it all start like this. Start with a profile picture on your WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And then from then you make it possible.
And I realized that you used to post a lot of A45s on your social media platforms.
Yeah.
Starting from WhatsApp, Facebook, and so forth.
Somehow, this is my dream car, man.
Now you'll be posting your own A45.
I forgot to even change that profile picture to my own A45. I should.
Levels, guys.
Levels, you see.
I'm
gonna remove the other A45 and put my own. Yeah.
21 years old.
Yeah, it depends. By the books, they say I'm 20. Yeah, isn't that I'm not done with 21.
As you can see, guys.
They were denying to give me some of the stuff. They said, nah, we are risking here.
So they'll be like, you're a high risk.
I'm a high risk. Imagine your license is not too old. You're 21 and you're looking for insurance. What happens? You got a car, but then you don't have insurance. So it's tough. It's tough. Yeah. So guys, don't be afraid of growing up. Some of us, we grow up too fast. We had to take care of our families too fast. And I'm happy that Forex made it possible, guys. And
reality will turn you into a man at the age of 18 or 20.
Whether you like it or you don't.
Yeah.
It's either you're going to become one of the losers in your village, or you're going to turn things around.
And I know people will talk. They'll be like, no. You know those Sangoma things, right?
Those things they've been saying. I built a house at home while I bought a car. And then that's where everything started.
You bought a car?
I was building by the time I bought a car. The first thing that I started with was building.
While building and bought a car?
Yeah, I bought
Second car, third car?
I bought all the 2 cars while I was building.
Bought 2 cars while building?
Yeah.
Not 9 to 7. Was it? 9 to 5.
9 to 5. I've never been there. But then, the only thing for 9 to 5 that I could say I did, it was that thing next door, so that they give me some 200 or 150 once in a while, you see. That's the only 9 to 5 that I did. As for going to work for someone, I've never really done. You see, I dropped out from school before I could go to join the 9 to 5. You see?
Yeah.
Which means if God loves, and I know that God loves, I will never ever have to go back there.
Guys, if you're not motivated, then I don't know.
Don't just be motivated, hey guys. Action speaks louder than somebody's results.
Put in some work.
You see?
Don't just go home and watch Skim Sam, Generations, and so forth. Sit on the couch from 6:30 to 9.
Generation still having Bosibusiso.
Yeah, guys. Yeah.
Is it still having Bosibusiso? Woketiwe.
That's an old one.
That's an old one. That's a new generation.
They even call it Generations the Legacy.
Ooh, when you are not busy building your legacy, you're watching the legacy.
Yeah, you're watching someone building that. Those guys are working, guys.
Yeah, so
those guys are working.
So put in the time, put in the effort, and never stop learning, because you cannot apply what you don't know.
Yeah.